And I thought there's got to be an easier, better way out of it than that. So, you know, I started to muck around to see how much pressure was required to push one pin through the belt and that sort of thing, and eventually just sort of come up with this machine that operated by a lever to punch the 5 holes in and that sort of thing. And they sent a crew in on the Saturday then. I know I worked all hours, you know. Well, actually, I think I got home while I was still living on the farm. I got home at 4 o'clock in the morning, I think, and my mother was up already, and she said, "You got to start early." And I said, "No, I'm just getting home." I said, and I got to be back there by 7:30 because I was a few things to finish off before the guys come in to do the belts. And anyway, I got back in there, and then at 7:30 got it fixed, and everything was ready to go. Anyway, then the guys come in, and we started to punch the belt. We had one nearly finished in half an hour or something. And we thought, oh hell, you know, they were expecting that I'd get overtime for the day sort of thing. They usually take about 4 hours a belt. And so we were sort of, you know, standing here a bit and talking, and next thing the boss comes in, Dick Dalton, and he goes right off, you know. He says, "Come on, playing your overtime, you can't waste time like this," and all of this. Anyway, we had a whole lot finished by lunchtime. So, but once that happened, well then the engineer down the line said, he said, "That might come in handy, so we'll send a few more belts to you." And so from then on, I punched all the belts around Victoria and even into New South. Had to modify it a few times to because they wanted 4-hole and 3-hole and that sort of thing, and then modified it a bit further because the belts after I think about 10 years they changed to a lot stronger ply. They were a pure nylon. The original ones were cotton ply in the belts, and then the Purolon nylon thread in it made it a bit harder again because I only had it so that it punched like that sort of thing, and but the thread, because it's elasticy sort of stuff more, it'd break back here further or whatever, and that little button would hang on, so they had to nip it off with a pair of snippers. But so I had to modify the thing then to punch further, still have the same pressure, but it'd punch further then to finish off, and that's and eventually I converted it to hydraulics then. Later on when we bought, I was sent around to pick up a tractor somewhere, so I bought one in Horsham, and it had 3-point linkage on it and hydraulics as well, so I pinched the hydraulics off that and off one of the bunker conveyors that they had fixed to the horizontal shed, and I thought they don't need that there, so I pinched that, and we had the punch pin, then the punch bar done hydraulically, and the only thing, you had a little lever you pull. That's right, you pull the belt through to and you can set that to whatever spacing and that sort of thing. So yeah, in fact that was used right through until March the 5th, 2010. I punched one just after lunch, and then we had they gave me a send-off. That was my last day. It finished up down at the commercial pub there. Yeah, so that was it.